Well, good morning, and I'm here this morning taking in a beautiful sunrise here in Canberra. It's late February, and this is my first video for the year, and there's been a few reasons why that's been. Predominantly there's been a lot of bushfires here on the east coast of Australia, and first month, the whole of January, Canberra's been shrouded in some pretty heavy smoke haze, and so the photographic opportunities haven't been that great to start the new year. And we get to February now, and here I am, and this is the first video that I'm putting together. It's the first real opportunity I've had to get out and shoot as well. What I thought I might do this morning is I'm getting some really beautiful light coming in across the valley, and I've shot this location before, and I thought I'd revisit it and use this road here in behind me. I think you can see it there. Has a bit of a leading line down into the centre of the image. I'm shooting a wide angle lens this morning and getting some long exposures through the use of a neutral density filter on the front of the camera. I've actually got two neutral density filters on the front of the camera. I've got about a 3-stop solid ND, and then I've got a graduated neutral density filter in front of that just to tone down the highlights in the sky. Sunrise has been a really beautiful slow burn here this morning, and so I've been fortunate enough that I've been able to shoot several lengths of exposure as the sun's risen off to the east. And what I'm hoping to do is that I'll get a few cars driving down this road, and I'll shoot a longer exposure, about 10 seconds, and pick up on some of the brake trails and sort of blend those into the final image, just to add a little bit of visual interest to the centre of the frame, and further enhance that sort of curving leading line that's running down through the centre of the image. To achieve that, I'm shooting about a 5 to 10 second exposure, just to get as much of that brake trail leading through and down, around and out of the image as I can. And then I'll shoot a series of other shorter exposures just to really capture all the fiery golden oranges and pinks in the sky. And then I'll blend all of these images in together in post-production to hopefully come up with a final image. I'll keep shooting as the sun's rising here. I'm now starting to get some really beautiful golden light just on these trees just in here, which come in from the right hand side of the image. And again, the light that I'm getting in those really adds an extra element to the image. So I've had a little bit of success shooting the image that I'd hoped to capture here this morning. And I had a couple of cars pass through the image and got a few frames of some nice light trails as they wound their way down this hill. But the light's kind of changed a fair bit in the last 5 minutes, and that's due to, I'll just swing around here, just in sort of, where are we, right in here. There's, you probably can't pick it up on the video, but there's a sort of clear band of sky with some heavy cloud over the top, and the sun's passed through that, casting all the lovely golden light all over the image. But now that it's gone up above the cloud band, the light's flattened out fairly considerably. So what I might do now is pack up the gear from here and head over to the other side of the hill there, just past those trees in the background, and see if I can get a few nice compositions down into the valley of Canberra. I might even set up and shoot some time lapse if the conditions seem alright, and hopefully I'll get maybe get some god fingers coming down through those clouds as the sun rises higher in the sky in behind them. Anyway, yeah, I'll pack up the camera now and head on over and have a look around the new spot. All right. So I've made my way around to the second spot, and this little location's looking out over the valley of Canberra towards the east. And I've set up the camera and I'm shooting a few time lapses. I'm getting these beautiful clouds that are passing out over the top of the valley, and some really nice golden sunlight that's coming through that gap I was speaking about earlier. My exposure time probably isn't ideal for shooting time lapse. I'm about half a second at the moment. Ideally I'd love to push that up to a second or 2 seconds, but the light conditions just aren't working for that particular exposure length. Anyway, I'm shooting about 400 frames, which should give me about 20 or so seconds worth of footage when I've put it in through post. I've actually got my other A6000 camera shooting another time lapse off in a sort of southwesterly direction as well. This is not quite as nice as I think the frame that I'm shooting with the main camera, but I'm still getting some really nice movement in all the clouds that are passing over top. So yeah, the time lapse will take probably about, I don't know, anything between half an hour to an hour to shoot. So I might just put the feet up and relax and just watch the show as it unfolds. I'll probably wrap up this little video now. It's a fairly quick one, and I hope you've enjoyed my first little photographic and YouTube outing for 2020. And I'll put some of the images of the valley that I shot earlier up on screen, and I'll run some of these time lapses as well. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll have some more videos coming your way pretty soon. Alright, have a great day. Cheers.